Hello guys! How to find 4 map mistakes. Already 10 parts. I will tell you about mistakes. Write your comment if you know another mistake. If I don't use it before, I will like it and use it in next videos. So write it and subscribe, because only 5% watch my video. Subscribe and you don't miss next videos. And like, and we begin. Let's start with the round of the Soviet Union. It means that here in Gulf of Finland there are many different islands. They are not displayed here, but there are really many of them. Over there you can see somewhere in the screenshot. Then we have Baku here, a city, and there are also islands near Baku, which as usual are not displayed in how to find. In Kazakhstan there's such city, it's called Kostanay in the game, but the fact, firstly, it's located in the wrong way. It's located in the game to the south of the river, but in fact it's located to the north. And in addition, at the time it was not called Kostanay, it was called Kostanay until 1997. And in addition, at that time it was not called Kostanay, it's called Kustanay, and it was called Kustanay until 1997, but there is, and now is 1936. Then we in Mongolia must have a lake here, which is not here. Then we come back here the city of Dnipropetrovsk, and you remember I once said that Budapest should be located on both sides of the river, and this also applies to the Dnipropetrovsk. It should also be located to the both sides of the river. Here you see Japan, the territory of Eastern Hebei, and it was not on direct territory of Japan. It was like some kind of Mendian. Yeah, also I have already mentioned earlier that there was no Mendian in 1936. It was called differently, and this also happened. This was something. It was called the Eastern Hebei Autonomous Government. It was called like that. So it should be like a puppet of Japan. Another one. Then there's an island called Christmas Island. Well, cool, isn't it? But no, it's not cool, cause it's much smaller in real life, much like this. Again, it's a point in the ocean. Then we have Australia and New Zealand, and New Zealand is located to the south of Australia than in the game. And in general, I understand why they lifted her, cause if she was like in real life, then of course she would have climbed under this piece of iron, right? But still, it should be to the south. Next, this territory here, island. An island here is Southern Territory, and you can see in the video they did not belong to Iran at the time on 1936. And there is also part somewhere here called Gwadar, and the fact is that it does not belong to British Raja, it belonged to Oman, as well as this territory, by the way. We are also Oman, in general, Oman was deprived of something special, to be honest. For some reason, Paradox don't like Oman. The 1936 year, yeah, we see the war, Italian-Ethiopian border, and at the time of 1st January, the Italians had already captured more. Here they are actually all in Shidal territory. Also, in fact, the Italians at the time of January had already captured here, which means they captured part of the tolls that didn't look like this at the present time. Next up here we see there's a French Cameroon, and in short, a part of this French Cameroon has to be British, because that's the way it should be. You can see in picture, for example, with respect to this island, that the territory directly above this island were British, and here they still French. This is part of Cameroon should go to Great Britain. Apparently, I have already said that America is too high relative to, in principle, real life, and Argentina it's also too wide. It will be narrower in reality. So next, a small complaint about the American-Canadian border, cause in reality it's completely flat just until this moment, and it's also kind of perfectly even except for this one. Why there is some kind of bulge here? Why is it? You see, here's perfect evenness, and here it should be like this. It shouldn't be like that. We also have a town in Mexico called Cancun, and in fact there is none. Well, at the time of 1936, but he appeared only in 1971. But Paradox invented a time machine, and apparently he was teleported from 1971 to 1936, and not bad, 3 victory points. A fairly large city, given that it does not exist yet. São Paulo, there should be a number of islands, worse ones, which again do not exist unfortunately. You see there, but there must be a lot of them. In fact, as they are known. This isthmus in Greece, a canal should be dug here, but there is no canal. There is like Suez, but smaller, of course. That's because in reality it was dug somewhere in 19th century. It seems also this peninsula does not look like this, but definitely. Here in reality it's impossible to swim between India and Sri Lanka. There's a roughly speaking amount of earth between them, behind which you can go by land in territory, and you can swim here, but in Hatfan you can. There is also no forest lake there, which is located somewhere here, and they simply forgot to draw it here. And in a game, Netherlands colonies in Caribbean Sea does not exist. We see only British and French colonies, but no Netherlands. There have a lot of different islands, but again in Hatfire it was known. And there in South America, between continent and Tierra del Fuego, will be some strait. It was known again. And it's all. So don't forget to write in a comment mistake what you know. Again, if it's true and if I don't use it before, I will like them and subscribe, because only 5% watch my video and you don't miss that. So subscribe and like, and if you don't see videos before, you can click on playlist. So see you later.